Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Eman Omar. Management of the city-based Hyderabad Public School on Monday announced a complete fee waiver for students of both Begumpet and Ramantapur branches who lost a single or earning parent to COVID-19. Besides, the school also announced a reduction of 10,000 rupees on the annual tuition fee to all its students for the current academic year due to the prolonged shutdown of schools during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Secretary, Board of Governors of HPS, said that the reduction of 10,000 rupees in the tuition fee is in addition to the fee concessions that were already extended to the students for the academic year 2020-2021. The management also rolled back the 10% proposed fee hike for the current academic year. After nearly 3 weeks of commencement of monsoon season, the water levels have increased in the reservoirs that supply drinking water to Hyderabad city. The officials have said there has been an increase of 4 feet in levels of water in the Nagarjuna Sagar reservoir. This water is supplied through the Akampalli reservoir to the Hyderabad Metropolitan Water Supply and Sewerage Board, which is responsible to cater to the drinking water needs of around 1 crore people residing in the GHMC limits. There has been an increase of 6 feet in levels of water in the Godavari project as well. The Godavari Metropolitan Water Supply and Sewerage Board supplies 164 million gallons of water to Hyderabad city. Meanwhile, the city reservoirs Usman Sagar and Himayat Sagar have seen no major increase in the water levels. The Singur and Manjira reservoir water levels are also reported to be low. The newly constructed Balanagar flyover in Hyderabad was inaugurated on Tuesday in the presence of Municipal Administration and Urban Development Minister K.T. Rama Rao. The flyover has been named after former Defence Minister Babu Jagjeevan Ram. The massive 6-lane two-way flyover connecting Hyderabad Balanagar's Crossroads and Narsapur Y Road was built under the Strategic Road Development Plan at a cost of 387 crore rupees. To honor the hard work put up by the workers who were involved in the construction work of the flyover, the minister asked Shivamma, a construction worker from Vanaparthi, to formally inaugurate it. The construction of Balanagar flyover project began in 2017. It was supposed to be completed in 2020 but was delayed due to land acquisition issues. Director General of Police M. Mahendra Reddy on Monday issued orders to the department officials to take steps to ensure that the upcoming Bonalu and Bakrid festivals are organized peacefully without any untoward incident. He announced that movement of animals will be allowed only if proper permissions are secured. The DGP issued orders to top officers of the department, including commissioners, superintendent of police, and animal husbandry department personnel, during a video conference along with the Secretary of Animal Husbandry Department, Anita Rajender. Reddy asked officials to be alert in the context of both the Bonalu and Bakrid being celebrated within a short gap. He advised them to take all necessary precautions in transportation of animals prior to Bakrid and to be strict with those moving cows and calves. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will go to Russia on a 2-day official visit on Wednesday. A statement from the Ministry of External Affairs said that during the visit from 7th of July to 9th of July, Jaishankar will meet his counterpart Sergei Lavrov, the Foreign Minister of the Russian Federation. The discussions are expected to cover the entire range of bilateral issues, including cooperation in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the exchange of views on various regional and international issues. Jaishankar will also meet the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, Yuri Borisov, his counterpart for the India-Russia Inter-Government Commission on Trade, Economic, Scientific, Technological and Cultural Cooperation. He will also have a meeting with the chairman of the State Duma Committee on International Affairs, Leonid Slutsky. Telangana State Finance Minister T. Harish Rao on Monday promised to the farmers of the state that the government would waive their farm loans very soon. He made the announcement after inaugurating the Union Bank of India's Mulugu branch on the premises of Gonda Lakshman Horticulture University. Harish Rao stated that he had asked the banks to extend their cooperation to the beneficiaries of Raitu Bandhu and Asra pension schemes. The minister said Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao had plans to transform the Forest College into a university. He asked bank managements to set up an ATM in college to help the students. Wreckage from a plane carrying 28 people that went missing on Tuesday was found a few miles from the airport in Russia's Far East where it was supposed to land, officials have said, and everyone aboard was feared dead. The Antonov AN-26 plane was on approach for a landing in bad weather when it missed a scheduled communication and disappeared from radar as it neared the airport in the town of Palana, officials from the Kamchatka region have said. Russia's state aviation agency Rossivestyev said that parts of the plane were found about 3 miles from the airport's runway near the coastline. Bollywood filmmaker Karan Johar on Tuesday announced his next exciting project with Ranveer Singh and Alia Bhatt starrer Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani. The love story will reunite Gully Boy lead pair of Ranveer Singh and Alia Bhatt. Apart from them, the movie will also bring veterans Shabana Azmi, Dharmender and Jaya Bachchan in key roles. According to Bollywood Hungama report, Ranveer Singh and Alia Bhatt will be seen as Rocky and Rani. Shabana and Dharmender will play Alia's grandparents. Jaya Bachchan, who has worked with Karan Johar before in Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham and Kal Ho Na Ho, will play Ranveer Singh's grandmother. The movie, which will release in 2022, is written by Ishita Moitra, Shashank Kaitan and Sumit Roy. All-rounder Rashid Khan on Tuesday was appointed as the 2020 international captain of Team Afghanistan. Meanwhile, Najibullah Zadran has been appointed as the national team vice-captain for the format. Rashid Khan, who is currently the number 2 ranked bowler in the ICC 2020 international rankings. He is 31 points behind table topper South Africa spinner Tabraiz Shamshi. Afghanistan is placed in Group B for the 2020 World Cup 2021 alongside England, India and South Africa, while the remaining 2 teams will be chosen from the qualifiers. The 2021 edition of the tournament is scheduled to be played this October in United Arab Emirates and Oman. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.